through the back. So we creepin', caps are blue, so you know that we peeking. And I'm back for the night.
Welcome to another episode of 7 p.m. in Philly. I'm your host, Steve, and my dog Scooter is back. Scooter was on it's his fault. It's his fault. I'm blaming him. I'm coming out blaming him first. It was his fault.
That's crazy.
While we haven't shot any episodes. Nah. I'm fucking with you. My dog was working. He's been doing a lot of amazing things. So shout out to him for that. But life has been lifing, man.
Life has been lifing, man. We back in the city.
Yeah.
Been all around the world.
Yeah. It's been crazy.
It's been crazy. It hasn't been easy. It has been a lot of fun. But life has been life.
Yeah, for sure.
We back, man.
But yeah, we're back. We're back, and we had to give the people something for the end of the year.
Yeah,
we couldn't just end it just like that.
What a year it's been.
It's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been an amazing year, man. It's been an amazing year. So we decided to do this episode to kind of give you guys like a wrap up and kind of talk about what's to come and just wrap it all up. Highlights of the year. We've accomplished a lot.
Yeah,
we've accomplished a whole lot. Well, a whole lot with a whole lot of little, a whole lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's been tough, man. It's been tough. It's been an exciting year, and I look forward to next year. A lot to come, but episode 25. We've done 25 episodes.
Episode 25.
25.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so we've done 25 episodes
from
scratch, from nothing. No crew. No cast, no cameraman, no writers,
no editors,
nothing. Just us.
No producers.
Nothing.
Man.
You know what I mean? So
shout out to us, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to us.
Sure.
I think we deserve a round of applause for that. Yeah. It's been a really dope year. Before we get into the 2023 reflection, man, tell them what they need to do, man.
Oh, you guys have done a wonderful job liking, subscribing, but I need y'all to keep doing it. Like, subscribe, send it to your auntie, send it to your uncle, your grandmamas, all of them, man. Please do that. Please do that. We need that to keep growing. To keep getting these dope ass episodes to you guys. So with that being said, let's get into it, man. So shout out to Mello and Miro, man, for riding the 7 p.m. wave. You know, shout out to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, man.
Yeah.
But just to put it out there, we were the first ones with it. Very first ones, man. The receipts is there. But shout out to my dog.
But
Mello.
it's love, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them. They're doing a great thing over there at 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
And we fuck with Brooklyn.
Yeah, for sure. I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You mean? So shout out to that. I love seeing, my city, my borough get put on the map. So definitely shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. But we 7 p.m. in Philly here. Yeah. And we're going to keep representing and rocking out for Philly, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, man.
What's up?
Well, you started this journey early in 2023. Take me back to like when you decided to do this, and we're here in December, about to be 2024, and like where we at now. Just talk to me about your year in reflection, bro.
Oh man, so 7 p.m. in Philly, man. Like initially, the hardest part coming up with this podcast was the name. Shout out to Drake, man, because Drake normally does like his timestamps in a certain city. So he'll do like what he did, the 8 a.m. in Charlotte and all that.
Like 4 p.m. in Dallas.
4 p.m. in Dallas or something in Calabasas. And you know what I mean? So
dawn in Toronto.
Right. So like for me, it was just kind of like I was going through all the artists and like with Jay-Z and looking at all the songs that he would have. And I was like, can I name a podcast after him? And that was one of the things. And just kind of like certain actors, certain things like and then like I went down Drake's like catalog and I was like, 7 p.m. in Philly. First I was thinking about 6 p.m. And then I was like, why not? I mean, why not 7 p.m. in Philly? You know what I'm saying? So,
great number.
You know what I mean? So, and it worked because for me, 7 p.m. meant that's the time when you come home from work And that's when you call your homies up, and right after dinner or right before dinner, depends on what time you have dinner at. If you're Haitian, you're having dinner at 9 p.m. so it's right before dinner.
Yeah, man.
So I knew it was a time, that we, as people, we can come together and we can have great conversations. So that's why the 7 p.m. In Philly was the name I went with. But just coming up with the podcast, man, I wanted this pod, and I think I'm living true to that. I wanted this pod to bring my homies on, to have good conversations with my homies. I feel like me and my homies, we always talk about good things. We don't just talk about fluff. We talk about life. We talk about finances. We talk about heartbreak. We talk about fucking depression. We talk about a lot of things. So this podcast was a podcast that I created for all my homies, and I think I've done a great job of bringing all my homies on. Not all of them have come on, but the ones that have are my friends. Majority of the people that are on here, I've known them for years, and they are my friends, and I talk to them daily. So that was the main reason behind creating this podcast, just to have good conversation and just, give the people something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And not only that, it's we bring people on here, and it's not like your typical interview, man. It's like a conversation. Yeah, like you said, like every day we talk and we have these different conversations about life, and the only thing different is we got the camera, we got the lights, we got the mics, right. So it feels natural, right?
And I gotta ask you, Scoot. So you wasn't an initial part of the pod. You mean when you started out, you did behind the scenes work. You helped me with the editing. You helped me with the camera work. Sure. And then you moderated a couple of episodes for me in the beginning. Yep. And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let me get you on. Yeah. How did it feel when one, when I asked you to come on, and two, just to do, because this is the first time you've ever done a pod. Yeah. So how did it feel like just coming on just to do your first episode here, man?
Yeah, man. I've always been the behind the scenes, right? Editing and all that stuff, and filming, and it. When you asked me, it was like, this is my time. This is my time to get in front of the camera. I've always wanted to be on a podcast, man. I listen to podcasts every day. Right. I listen to more podcasts than music. Right. So honestly, bro, like it was such a pleasure for you to ask me that. And it was like, this is the time to really like break out and like do it. So I felt really, 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 really happy, man. And even moderating was cool. Even being behind the camera, man. Like but I've always wanted to be on a podcast. I have so many ideas for podcasts. So it just worked out. It was natural. And for real, man, like made me really happy, bro.
Yeah. It was great, man. Because for me, it was just kind of like I needed someone that was, because I'm, and anybody know, I'm the loud and bubbly and goofy, and I might fly off a tangent. You know what I'm saying? And Scooter's more reserved, smart, intellectual. He'll get me out of the jam. So I need someone that was like, yo, and he's funny. So I was like, yo, who can get me out of the jam and kind of reel me in? Like, to the yin to my yang. Yeah, man. So I was just kind of like, yo, man, like this whole time Scooter's been here behind the scenes. I was like, yo, let's get him on camera. Let's see how it worked out, and it's been great ever since, man.
It's been so fun, bro.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome, and everybody's been so receptive to it, and everyone's hit me up like, yo, your co-host, he's great. Like he works. Like you guys feed off each other, and he'll reel you in. And I was like, yeah, that's why I got him.
Yeah, man. It's so funny, man. And shout out to everybody that watches and gives like real feedback. Like we love that. And you're tuned in, like that's lit. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man.
But yeah, man. So with that being said, man, we got some special thanks. We gotta go down the list, man.
We gotta talk to everybody that's been a part of this.
Yes.
Especially this year, like we couldn't do it without a lot of y'all, man. And off the love, bro.
Yeah.
Straight off the love.
I ain't have to pay nobody. I ain't had to pay not one soul to pull up to my pod, man. You mean? So it's been great. And then also, I know a lot of people have been reaching out to me to come on the pod. And honestly, guys, I'm not trying to be rude, because people be like, oh, yo, he think he's Hollywood and shit like that. I am not Hollywood, but you got to understand, man, I am a one one man, you know what I mean,
man.
show here, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like Scooter has his own thing. I got my own thing. I got my own day, like, you know what I mean, daytime job that I'm doing, and I got kids and all that. So it's tough, man. And then also, God, you got to realize this is my crib.
Facts.
This is my
Absolutely,
crib. This is my crib, man.
That's a whole other thing.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, so if I'm kind of like, you know, I don't know if I would just, you know, not everybody gonna have some random stranger put up their crib. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
probably not the smartest.
it's not, it's not the smartest thing to just do. So it's kind of like, that's why I've been like hesitant on like, yo, who do I bring here? Who do I have to go? So normally, like, if I bring somebody here, it's either I know them or you know them or someone we know them through someone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a vouch for it.
Right. So I just can't have random people in. But we're gonna work on that next year.
Yeah, we got plans.
We got plans on, you know, doing things outside of the studio here.
Yep.
And going to different locations, and at that time we can definitely entertain different artists, different guests, and just, you know, just random and everyone, you know what I mean, that wants to come on the pod. And I appreciate everyone that reaches out that say they want to come on the pod. Like, I don't have anything against anybody. I would love to have you on the pod because everyone's different. Everyone artistry is different. So
and it's love, man. And like I said, you tuned in. So even if you know, showing that interest to want to come on, that's love.
Right, for sure, man. But special thanks. Let's go down the list, man. Let's go down the list of special thanks, man. So first and foremost, my dog Reese.
Man, Reese is special, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Reese.
Shout out to you, Reese, man. Reese came on here. Reese was the first sports segment that I've done. You know what I mean? So NBA talk, and me and Reese would just chop it up, and you know, it was great to do that with Reese, because Reese was one of my first homies that when I moved to Philly, that it was just kind of like, yo, I'm your homie just to be your homie. You know what I'm saying? It was like, Reese taught me the city. You know what I mean? Like, he would just take me random places, be like, yo, come on, dog, let's go here. And like, you know, remember pulling up to South Street and seeing all types of crazy stuff going on there. And like, you know what I mean? Reese, you know, so shout out to Reese, man. Reese came on here.
Shout out to Reese.
First time coming on the pod. And, you know, he just handled it like a pro. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I really appreciate Reese's like eye for sports and the way he talks about it and breaks it down. Right. It's like he could tell this to a kindergartner, he could tell this to a 50-year-old. Like, right. The way that Reese talks about sports, you can really tell his passion for sports, but also you can just tell like he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Great guy. A good dude.
Great guy.
I met him here.
Yeah.
You know, and it feels like I've known him my whole life.
Yeah. Great guy, man. Special thanks, special shout out to my dog Reese. Love you, dog. Moving on. Next, we got Joe Clowns, man. Joe Clowns. Funny story. Shout out to my dog Joe Clowns, man. I've known him since forever, man. Going back from leaving high school and going to his crib and playing 2K, and he would always bust my ass in 2K. I thought I was nice until I played Joe Clowns. I played homie like 8 times, fam.
0 wins.
8 times, 0 wins, and he would always figure it out to bust my ass. But no. You know what's so funny? I used to beat him first. And I remember my homie Kirby would be like, yo, play Joe. And Kirby would always gas shit. So I would go over Kirby crib, and I remember playing Jonas or whatever. And I think during the time, like, I was playing with I think I had the New Jersey Nets. And that's when they had Vince Carter, Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? And I was just going to work. And I think he had the Celtics. And I was just going to work.
They was ass at the time.
They were ass. So, I mean, me and him, we used to always go at it, man, at 2K. And then he got so much better than I did. And then he would just bust my ass. I would go over the crib, and he was like, yeah, you remember that time we beat me, motherfucker? Here you go. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Joe Clowns, man. The day we shot the episode, man, and this is how I know my homies fuck with me, man, because like the day we shot the episode, and it's just the growing pains of starting a podcast, bro. Man, yeah. So me and Joe Clowns, we sit here, we having, you know, just great podcast episode, and it's flowing and it's going great. And I forgot to erase the previous episode. So the memory card is full.
Ooh.
Memory card is full.
How much time did you get into it?
So we probably are like 15 to 20 minutes in. So everything's flowing. And my dog, thank God, my dog Luke was sitting over there. He's sitting behind the camera or whatever. And we're talking, but we didn't hear the red light go off. Like, I mean, because I'm not now. Right, because we're so busy yapping, we didn't hear the red light go off or the camera go off. Like now I know, like because I'm looking into the camera, you see the red light.
See the red light, yeah.
But I wasn't.
And you'll never let that shit happen again.
Right. So we're yapping and we're going at it, whatever. And then like it happens, but we're still talking. And Luke was like, "Yo, I think that camera shut off, y'all." And then I'm just like, "Nah, no, it didn't." So I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I'm like, all right, we'll just pick up where we left off. So I go to my desk and I'm messing with the camera and I'm erasing shit or whatever. Man, while I'm erasing shit, man, I erased the episode, bro. I erased the episode, fam.
Hurts.
So then I'm just sitting there and I'm panicking. And I remember I hit you up.
Yep.
And my favorite
Emergency.
That is my favorite line when I hit up Scooter. My favorite line when something's just going totally wrong.
Emergency.
First thing I hit up Scooter. So Scooter knows. So if he's busy and he he's doing something, once he sees that emergency, he knows shit done gone downhill.
Oh man, yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
911.
911. That's the version of 911, man.
Yeah.
So I erased the episode, bro. So I'm just like, I'm looking at Jonas and I'm just kind of like, yo, bro, I erased the episode. And like a true friend that he is, man, he goes, all right, let's do it again.
Yeah. That's love, bro.
Let's do it again. And so like he came through, we did it again. And like, and you can tell, like, he was just it just didn't flow as well because it wasn't as organic because we're trying to think of what we talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, and this pod is not scripted. I don't have lines. I have bullet points that we put up, to conversation. We don't forget talking points and shit like that. But we don't, it's nothing scripted here. We don't write down what we're going to talk about. It's just kind of like names. It's kind of like, right? I mean, so like we have Joe Clowns here, but nothing, with that. So, it wasn't flowing. So, but he still came through as a champ. It's like halfway through it, and then he started to pick up again where we left off, and he felt good or whatever. So, long story short, I end up finding the episode. I end up finding the episode, just doing my Google research and downloaded the software. I went to fucking Geek Squad. They suck.
Yeah.
They suck.
They don't really do too much for you.
Geek Squad is ass, bro. So yeah. So I
They
end
are
up
geeks though.
Yeah. I guess they don't do shit. So I ended up finding the episode and I pieced it together and it all worked out, man. So definitely shout out
to him though for sure. I feel like I know him just off that episode, just looking at the edits and all that stuff. So seemed like a real good dude.
And he does have a comedy special out now. So
check that.
If you have not watched Joe Clown's comedy special, please do. He is funny. And I'm not saying it because he's my homie. I'm saying it because he's funny.
They're laughing at me because I'm not speaking Creole. And I'm like, nah, that's not my jokes. That's my jokes is kind of like da-da-da-da. They're like, okay, do a joke. I started doing my jokes. Boo! You know what made me mad, my nigga? These niggas was Haitian. They don't speak no English, but they found boo in the English language. Right. To tell me. Boo is the same in every language, bro. I didn't even know boo was the same in every language.
You know what I'm saying? He's funny, man. So definitely check him out. Support the dog just the same way he supported me, man.
Yeah, man.
So
speaking of black folk,
yeah.
we gotta give a special shout out to Gilson Regulus, aka Sunny Sword, aka El Gato Negro, aka South Philly Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, he's in studio with us too. Also, he's in studio with us,
cheesing like a motherfucker.
And you know what he would say? You know what he would say right now? Not the government. Not the government.
My Haitian ass name.
Yeah, what's your Haitian ass name? Because I got one too. So, but we're gonna start off with yours though.
So everybody calls me Gil, right? Mm-hmm. But the Haitian pronunciation of my name is Gilson. And for all the Haitian people out there, there's a lot of Haitian ass names that got son at the end. I don't know why, but that just happens to be the case. So Gilson Reglas
Gilson Reglas
Junior.
Put his whole first and last name on blast.
But that is my dog, man. That is my
Shout out to
brother.
Gil, man.
That is my brother. I talk to him every day. We talk about all types of nonsense, and it's crazy. He has given so much to this pod, more than you guys know. If you watch the pod, you hear the intro. That's him. That is my dog. That is my brother. He blessed me. And it was crazy. Like, I think he has this Professor X type of like mind reader shit going on, because it was crazy how he became the intro. So I'm chilling at the crib and I'm going through like songs, and I'm on like Spotify and the free music that won't get you like, copywritten or all that royalty free shit, and all that shit was trash. So I'm going through, I'm like, yo, who do I know makes music? And then, I went through a one homie shit, and I was just kind of like, nah, I couldn't find anything that related to me that I wanted to post on.
It wasn't fitting.
So then I go to Sunny shit, and while I'm on it, right, who hits me up? And it was kind of like homie knew, like I don't know, man. It's like he had my phone tapped, like, and he knew he was here. He had a bug in my crib.
Is he a Fed?
Right?
Is he a Fed?
Joe? Oh no, Sonny. Oh no,
we
Sonny.
gotta think about this. Is Sonny a Fed?
Holt.
That's his favorite gift, and that shit is amazing.
Yeah, Holtz. With the coming American shit. Holtz. So he hits me and he's like, yo, fam, what are you doing? And I was just like, yo, I'm looking for an intro for my pod. And then he gives me the side-eye emoji like, what? Huh? And he was like, yeah, yo, use one of my shits. And I was just like, yeah, and I'm looking at your shit right now. And he was just like, I'm thinking on, and I told him, I was like, yo, he was like, what are you looking? What are you interested in? I was like, yo, I'm thinking about Jesus. And he was like, and I was like, yo, can I use that? Homie sent me the MP3.
Straight away.
Quick, real
Straight
quick.
away, yeah.
And then that was that, man. Like he came through and he just showed love, man. And then we did an amazing episode. And he just, I think that was the first time he was ever on a pod. Sonny, that was your first time ever on a pod, right? When we did the episode, right? Yeah. Yeah, so that was his first time on the pod, and we sat down, we did the episode Growing Up Haitian, man.
That's one of my favorite ones, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a really good one. Y'all had me cracking up. Just, I could picture myself growing up Haitian.
Yeah. Yo, fam, and it was kind of like, and we talked about so much, but we left so much out. Like, I mean, there was
I feel
so
like there could be like a whole episode, like mad episodes.
Yeah, it was just so much. Like, I mean, just talking about our childhood, we had to like give you the cliff notes of it. You know what I'm saying? Because there was so much, and that episode's so special to me because it's just to sit here and talk about growing up Haitian and see like the similarities that me and Sonny had, and the food that we ate, the discipline and how we were raised overall. Yeah, it was just, that episode touched me, and it was one of my first episodes. So I was nervous as fuck. He was nervous as fuck. Yeah. But we did it, and we laughed about it, and it was great, man. And I think that's one of the things that kind of like solidified like our bond together. Was like, absolutely. Yo, that episode. So it was great. Like he came through. Yeah, he came through and he blessed the pod, and then we've been riding ever since, man.
Yeah. That was, like I said, it was one of my favorite ones. Yeah. The vulnerability was there. Yeah. You introduced the world to your government. Mm-hmm. That was dope. That whole episode was dope. We learned a lot about, how y'all moved around as kids and all that stuff. So it was really dope. Yeah. And my favorite part was when you talk about your mom being sick. One in the McDonald's.
Oh my God.
That was my favorite part.
Big Mac fun fry.
Big Mac French fries.
Big Mac fun fry. Yo, dog. And she cried out for a Big Mac french fries. Like,
oh, damn.
She literally cried for a Big Mac. She was like, Big Mac fun fry. Big Mac fun fry. Like, yo, it was a thing. Like, yo, and I remember, and I still make fun of my mom because of this shit. Like, Big Mac fun fry. Yo, dog, I would not ever forget that,
Yo,
bro.
that
is
shit kills me.
That shit is stamped in my brain forever. Like, even when I bring it up to my mom, she look at me like, you motherfucker. Ooh, that she goes, out of everything I've done, that is the one thing you remember, huh? Big Mac Fun Fry, huh? That's what you remember. Yo, dog. So, son, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
So
I would
funny,
never forget that, man.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah. So shout out to my mom. Shout out to that episode, bro.
Yeah, man. And speaking of like, sentimental value,
Yeah.
we did an episode earlier this year where, you got to be part of your first music video.
Yeah.
Which was dope.
It was
It
amazing.
literally, we crafted an idea, and in 24 hours we were shooting a video.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you get into it because that was sentimental for you,
Yeah.
for sure.
Shout out to my dog, first name Dane.
Yeah,
I mean, like, first name, it was, I was just like, yo, I got the whip. We can, you know what I mean? Like, yo, do you want to do this? And like, certain artists, like, and certain people themselves is kind of like, they're like, nah,
absolutely. Yeah.
But he was just like so for it, and he's always been like that. Like, ever since then, like, but ever since I've been riding with Dane, and he's just always been like, yo, yeah, for sure, yeah, let's do it.
Very open to ideas.
He was very open to it, and it just, everything worked out so great. Just how he just kind of like, embraced everything, and just, we had fun.
Yeah,
We drove out to deep ass New Jersey, the middle of nowhere. Me, you, Sonny, Aunt, Dane, and we got the video done, man. I've never been in a music video before. And
yeah, that was great, man.
and honestly, bro, I wouldn't have it any other way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's a great song. That song does something to my soul. It touches me. You know what I mean?
I feel like that episode and that visualizer pumped a little bit more life into that song because we all love that song.
Mm-hmm.
We all love that song, and just putting a little visual to it, I feel like it helped more people to continue to, go and touch that song.
Yeah.
And then he started performing that song.
Yeah.
So it was a trickle effect, and I noticed it. So I think that was a great moment for me to just to put them visuals to that song, to get him on here, to get his story. Like, Dane is, a lot of people don't really know Dane, but Dane is a quiet dude. He's mad reserved. He's mad to himself. He's begun music has helped him like open up himself. And like, that was just a special moment to see.
For sure. He's extremely quiet. It's so quiet in the beginning when I first met him. I was like, yo, Scooter, does this nigga not like me?
Yeah. Asked me that shit like 3
Yo,
times.
dog, I was like, he just doesn't, he don't really laugh when I make jokes, and everybody laughs, and he was just quiet, and I was just like, yo, I've gone to you, I've gone to Sonny, and Sonny was like, nah, Dane's just Dane. Like, yo, he likes you. If he didn't like you, you would know he wouldn't like you. He was like, yo, you're overthinking it, fam. And I was just like, all right. But like, that's just him, and he's very quiet, he's very reserved, but also the thing with him, he's really funny.
He's mad funny.
He's mad funny. He's
Dude
a
is
funny.
crazy.
He is hilarious. If you don't follow him on TikTok, fam, please follow my dog, first name Dane, man, because he is hilarious on TikTok and on social media, man.
Absolutely.
Like, but definitely shout out to him, man. First music video. He does great music. This dude is a star, and I'm saying it first here live. And if you do not follow him, if you do not support the music, you will support it sometime down the line. But by that time, when you ride the wave, it will be too late.
That wave might have passed you.
It might have passed you. So support and hop on the wave now before it's too late. Because my dog is a star. So shout out to him.
Hey, go cop yourself some late bloomer merch.
Yes, sir.
Go cop yourself some first name Dane music straight from his Bandcamp.
Right.
He's really doing the damn thing, man. And I'm proud of the kid.
Yeah.
Proud of the kid, man.
It's great.
For real.
It's great. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So moving on. First person to perform live here.
Ooh, and did he not do the damn.
He did.
thing,
He
bro.
did his thing, man. Shout out to my dog Theo Major. Let's clap it up for my dog.
We gotta
Theo
clap it up
Majors,
for Theo, man. The R&B god.
Yo, man.
The R&B god,
Shout out
bro.
to Theo, man. Theo came here and he just did his thing. He was just such a natural.
Another great interview that we had.
Yeah.
And I put interview in quotes because, we just be chopping it up. But
Right.
Theo really, he really dug into the depths of his upbringing, where he comes from in the choir, and his whole music journey, his journey in the theater, his journey with, rebranding himself as an artist. Man, Theo really came here and gave it all to us. And then he killed it, bro.
Yo.
He didn't even warm up.
Nah.
He didn't even warm up the vocals, bro. Like, my man Theo's
I
a
just
superstar.
seen him. He was like, "Do my fucking baby, do my fucking-" I was like, oh, this nigga's crazy. And he just did it in one take. He was
just
like,
did it in one take, bro.
Just one take. No warm up, no nothing. No, yo, can I get a lozenge or nothing like that? Like
Couple
it was-
Jameson shots.
Right. And he was ready to go, man. He ready
was
to go.
good to go, man.
Yeah.
It's the sweetest touch. Can I get it on? Junkie for your love, I'm just a junkie for your love. Junkie for your love, I'm just a junkie for your love. Junkie for your love, I'm just a junkie for your love. It's the sweetest touch. Can I get it on? Yeah. It show white eyes, more like white lines. When I'm inside, feels like I've died. And I can't hide, you got me so. Baby, you got me so. Yeah.
Man, shout out Theo,
Yo,
man.
shout out to Theo, man.
I saw Theo last night, man. That's what I told you missed out.
I
I saw Theo last
Damn,
night.
I wish
man.
I
Big
wish
love.
I wish I would have been there. Every time I see that dog, it's always a joy.
Big love,
to see
man.
my dog Theo.
Check
man.
out Theo Major, man. Theo Major
Yeah.
on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
Soul Ties out now. You got Junkie and you got, damn, I'm having a brain fart. Didn't agree.
Yeah.
Didn't agree.
Yeah.
Out now on Soul Ties, man.
Yeah.
Theo Major, I've done some work with him, and the man is stupid talented, bro. Stupid talented.
Yeah.
R&B is in a good space as long as Theo Major is active.
Yeah. Support him. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to him for that. And shout out to him because, fam, his episode got the most views.
It did.
His shit was rocking. I was like, yo,
Joe was rocking.
Yo, dog, I thought the algorithm was fucked up. I was like, yo, what, yo? I was
You
like,
called me like, yeah, what's going on?
I was like, yo, what's going on? I was just like, yo, fam. And I was like, yo, it's at 300 in 24 hours. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
What? This is crazy. It's insane. So
Crazy.
definitely shout out to him, man.
Shout out to Ty Key for pulling up to
Oh,
that
yes,
episode,
that
man.
is- that
making
is-
sure all the audio was scoping steady, man. Shout out to Ty Key.
We couldn't have done it without Ty.
Could not have done it
Could
without
not have
Ty,
done it
man.
without Ty. He came
Shout
through.
out Ty.
Yeah, he came through like a true professional.
Yep.
And blessed the pod, and it was great, man. So shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out Ty.
Yeah, shout out to Ty, man. What do we have? What do we have next?
I think a very special shout out, man. This one hit my heart very hard. We hadn't had a dude come up here and do no spoken word.
And to be honest with you, I've never really when you talk about poetry and spoken word and all that shit.
It's not my stick. I don't know nothing about it.
Like, only time I've heard of poetry, motherfuckers is snapping. Like, I heard the fly and it flew in the air and shabuya. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit I don't heard, man.
Facts.
So definitely shout out to Poet Santiago. He came here and he did his thing, man.
He did his fucking thing.
Yeah, he did his thing, and he blessed us with a great episode. And he opened up a lot, man.
Yeah, and that's what I was so like touched by. My man's story is incredible, and he ain't let not a single thing stop him from reaching the heights that he wanted to reach.
Right.
My brother dreams of winning the lottery. The look in his eyes tells me that he wants to wrap the world in gold, put it on his back, and make treasure his creation story. Somewhere in his King Midas-like mind is a purpose, one that sits, boils in his soul to show the world that even diamonds take time to form. It's crazy.
Right.
It don't matter what happened.
Yeah.
And I was thoroughly impressed by that, and I was thoroughly touched by that. Yeah. And my man's pen is crazy.
Think you hit the birds.
I hit the
You hit the birds with the thing.
Cord. I was like, damn, we just went into nature one time. But no, my man's story is incredible, and you know how humble and just solid and grounded he is, man. Shout out to Poet Santiago, and we seen him live.
Yeah, we seen him live, and it gave us like the preview of the pod because we went on a Friday and he pulled up here on Saturday, a Sunday or something like that.
Yep.
And we seen him perform, and he was great, man. He was great. He was very deep, and a lot of people enjoyed Poet Santiago's episode because he was funny, and he was open. He was
real,
and he was candid.
Yep.
Like, so shout out to him. We look forward to having him.
Shout out to you, Poet Santiago. Life is like a hot air balloon.
Yes,
man.
sir.
I told you I'm gonna always keep that with me.
Yeah, the nigga almost made me cry, bro.
Nah, he made me cry.
Yo, fam, I had to walk away. I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
He made me cry, dog.
Yeah,
shout out to him, man.
Yeah, he was very open and very positive, and the dude has gone through a lot, and he goes through a lot, and he just handles everything with a smile. Every time I talk to homie, it's always positive, always love. He'd be like, yeah, I'm all right. You know, I'm going through some things, but I'm going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? And I always be like, yo, fam, you need any help? You need whatever it is, pull up. I got you, man. So.
Sometimes I catch myself walking around the house just saying, my brother. He killed that shit, bro.
Right.
He came in and killed that shit.
Yeah.
But we'd be a little remiss if we didn't talk about all the funny shit that happened this year.
Oh,
because we laughed our asses off this year.
Yeah, we definitely laughed our asses off, man.
What sticks out to you?
Definitely the black motherfuckers on the boat, man. Come on, man. That is the biggest thing that happened. We won. We won.
It felt like reparations, bro.
Yeah. Black people won a championship. That shit was like the American award for just, I mean, we won something there, man. It was like a civil rights movement.
We whooped their ass without getting in trouble.
Right.
Whooped that ass.
We whooped that ass, and it was justified.
Hell
no one looks at that shit and be like, they were wrong for that. No, everyone that, and if you do,
it's all on tape.
Right. And if you do, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
you're an idiot.
Up.
And I'm gonna say it, and you can feel offended. You're an idiot. If you looked at that boat in what was it, Montgomery, Alabama?
I think it was Montgomery. Yeah.
I mean, if you watch that video and you say the black folks were wrong, you're an idiot. You're an idiot, and it's just leave us alone.
Yeah, go get your head checked.
Right. But that shit was great.
Man, that might have been the number one highlight of the year. Whoop that ass. My man came swimming across.
Yeah.
My man threw a chair.
Yeah.
I think somebody might have dropped the people's elbow.
Yeah. Homie took the hat off and threw it, and he was like, "Oh, it's hammer time."
There was women involved.
Yo, fam, everybody got some. It was no. There was no holding back. There was no like, all right, yo, you was there. You threw punches. You getting your ass beat, and black people stuck together. I think that was the best part for me.
That was
watching black folks stick together, man. We do not do it enough. So seeing that was a joy, man. And I think every black person could speak to that. Like seeing us stick together makes us happy.
Yeah,
and I think we just need to do that more because it brings joy.
It brought us not only did they stick together in the fight, it kind of brought us all together on social media.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
We all agreed that this was a work of art.
Right. Even the white folks agreed with us.
You have to.
You mean?
You have to.
Even my white homies hit me with like, they got what they deserve. They sure had that coming.
In Alabama too.
Right.
Oh man.
Right. So that's definitely one of them. What else we had? We had some funny ones. What we got?
You know, I talked about this a lot this year because this shit is just wild, bro. Your boy Dwight Howard was on some other shit, bro. Yo, Dwight was on some other shit.
Dwight was on his Mr. Nasty.
Look, man, Dwight, do whatever you do behind closed doors.
Yeah.
There's no judgment there.
Yeah.
But when you start to DM a dude invite him over, say nobody's home,
Yeah.
but your son is just sleeping in his bedroom.
Right.
And then he comes over, and surprise, surprise, there's a cross-dresser that's coming to join the threesome.
Right.
Cuz had no idea about. That's
wild.
wild, bro.
It's wild. It's wild.
Now, Dwight was on some other shit. Yo, Dwight, hey, you a freak boy, man. You're not just a little nasty. You're very nasty.
You're not just a little nasty. You're very nasty.
Very nasty. Again, do what you do, bro.
Right.
But just at least, like, don't be surprising motherfuckers when they show up. Yo, the text exchange was crazy.
You reading back that text exchange? We're gonna play that. We're gonna run that back for you. We're gonna run that back for you. That
100%.
That text exchange was. It was wild, man. I was flabbergasted watching that. You know what I'm saying? And like I think Mason Cam said it best, man. Like, people act like, we don't care about, what people do behind closed doors. But when we find out, we do care.
We do care.
We do care.
We don't care because we don't know.
Right. Yeah. But when we find out, we care. I mean, so it is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Dwight, bro. When you're gonna set somebody up with a threesome, man, you gotta tell them.
And also, Dwight, man, stop making motherfuckers sign NDAs, bro.
Yes.
So, mean you come on, man. You've been in the game way too long to not make people sign NDAs, bro.
Yeah,
come on.
Wild.
Come on. That's the first name of the game, bro. As soon as you about to, participate in some extra curriculum activities. Here you go. Sign this NDA.
This.
You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. And then you don't have to worry about, somebody going broke down the line and be like, you know what? I did hook up with Dwight Howard and, he got a little rough with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Shout out to you, Dwight, but you a nasty nigga.
You nasty, bro. You're too big to be doing all that shit, bro. Like, stop being sneaky, bro. Just leave.
Right.
Oh man, and I think the absolute funniest thing. I think we was here when the news broke. Bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Your dog Donald Trump, man. The Don, man. The Don, man.
That mugshot.
He is not the greatest president ever, but I will say this, and I don't care if I get backlash from it. He is the most entertaining president we've ever had, man.
1,000%.
He is the most entertaining president ever, man. He just don't give a fuck. And he just gonna say what he wants. He's gonna do what he want. And it got his ass in trouble.
It caught up to his ass.
It caught up to him.
It caught up to him.
And he blessed us with the best mugshot ever.
Yo, I'm still trying to figure out how this dude was full suited in the mugshot.
Right, like fam, how do you not get put in a uniform? He did not, fam.
They ain't taking shoelaces.
He still had his tie
shit.
on.
My bad, birds.
The birds is back. He still had his tie on.
He had the suit jacket, tie on.
He had his tie on, fam. And I was just kind of
He looked annoyed to be there.
Right. He was like, yo, y'all really making me do this?
That shit is
and you know why he had to do it? Because people were complaining.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, fam, how you get convicted and you get, locked up or whatever the case may be, but you don't get a mugshot?
Somebody has to explain to me how this works.
Right. Because I don't understand it, because it was kind of like, if the people didn't ask for it, if people stayed silent, he would have never had a mugshot.
Look at Tory Lane's mugshot and look at Donald Trump's mugshot.
Oh, God.
Tory Lane got dust bunnies in his shit.
Yo,
Donald Trump is fully suited.
Yo, dog, Tory Lane's hair look crazy. The shit look like a fucking chia pet. They got my man looking wild.
He
like
crazy.
Yo, fam, he looked like he was been crying all night.
Yep.
Like the Don just looks annoyed. Like it just looks like, yo,
you guys are wasting my fucking time.
You're wasting my fucking time. And you know what's crazy? If Donald Trump, and the way it's looking, when Donald Trump becomes president again, man, he's going to make all you motherfuckers pay for it, bro.
Oh,
he's coming back. And I think that's why they don't want Don to become president, because he's coming back with vengeance. With a vengeance, bro.
This whole place might burn down to the fucking ground.
He's coming back for everyone. And if Doug goes to jail, Don is going to pardon him.
Oh my
Donna's
God.
gonna if Thug, you hear it first. If Thug goes to prison, Donald Trump will pardon him. He pardoned Kodak Black. He's definitely gonna pardon Thug.
Pardon Kodak Black.
Right.
Holy
He pardoned
shit.
Kodak. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
Right. So if he comes back, if he becomes president again and Thug happens to go to jail, he's gonna pardon him.
We live in a sick ass place.
Gonna pardon him.
This is crazy.
And that would be the best thing he's ever done in his whole presidency. Yo, black folks will ride with Donald Trump if he becomes president again and pardons Thug. Fam, what he pardoned the slime.
Pardon the slime.
He pardoned the slime.
Speaking of the slime, what did he say, Thug, man?
Oh my God. What is
Truly humble under God.
Yeah. Pushing positivity.
Pushing positivity, yo.
Come on, man.
It's
Get
been a
outta here.
funny ass year.
It's
bro.
been hilarious. Like what they're doing with that case, bro. It's
This
kind of
is-
like, yo,
This is the Truman Show, bro.
it's because at the end of the day, the way you look at it, it's kind of like if y'all gonna use my raps against me, and I think that's absurd.
Yeah, it's
The-
a slippery slope.
Using rap lyrics against artists is wild, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild. And I don't think you should be able to even do type of shit like that because, to be honest with you, man, 99.9% of rappers are liars.
Absolutely.
They're liars.
This is the entertainment business.
Right. It's WWE, bro.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
WWE, and they're lying. You know what I mean? They're not telling the truth. They didn't catch all these bodies. They're not selling all these bricks. They didn't do all that shit. Come on, man. You don't think the hip hop police and all of them would have, got arrested these dudes by now?
Let's talk about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop police is out there, man.
There's hip hop police, bro.
Yeah.
That's a true story. If you don't know about it, they are following these rappers around. So if these rappers were really living their raps, they wouldn't be around.
Absolutely.
They wouldn't be around.
It's bullshit, bro.
You know what I mean, so at the end of the day, man, I think it's a travesty, and and you're wasting taxpayers' money, fam,
That's a fact.
on this case, bro. Like
That's a whole other thing.
Why are we even doing that? You know what I'm saying? Why are we even doing that? It's a shit show, man. There's bigger fishes and bigger things to do to accomplish as a nation, as a community. I mean, and trying to take down Young Thug and his gang. Fam, I don't get it, I think it's a crock of shit, and hopefully Thug, gets passes through with all this shit, and they find him not guilty.
Hopefully he can come home, man.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's been too long.
Yeah.
He served some time.
Right.
You know, it's too much.
Yeah, and honestly, I think what's gonna happen is kind of like the prosecution and all of them, man. Like they're just gonna be like, you know what, we're looking crazy right now,
Yeah.
and here's a deal, and time served,
Time served. Yep.
and later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And they can walk away without,
right,
no sweat off
because
their back.
I don't see any evidence, and just I haven't followed it, but I know people that
Neither
follow
have I.
it crazy,
Yeah.
and from what I'm hearing, it's kind of like there's nothing that they have to kind of like, yo,
Substantial.
dog,
Like,
you
there's
mean?
no substantial shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just kind of like, yo, nah. Like one of my homies was telling me, like, yo, they was asking him, like, oh, yo, do you see Young Thug's brother in the courtroom? And the witness that they pulled up, he was like, yeah, that's him right there. And that wasn't Young Thug's brother.
It wasn't even him.
Wasn't even him. So it's just, the whole shit's just a mockery.
That's
you know what I mean? So for me, if I'm the judge, it's kind of like, yo, dog, like you guys
Get this shit out of my face.
get this shit out of my courtroom. I mean, come back with better evidence. Come back when you got some solid proof. Other than that, man, you can't stop trying to charge black dudes over fucking rap lyrics. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. It's crazy.
So that's that, man.
Crazy.
So yeah,
It's been a good year, man.
it's been a good year, man. It's been a long year. Life has been lifing. A lot of things happen, but the podcast is definitely one of my priorities, and I couldn't leave 2023 without giving you guys something and thanking you guys. And I gotta thank you, Scooter, man. I don't think I would be as far as I've gotten with this podcast without you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned a lot about myself just even being a part of this, and like I said, I've always wanted to be a part of it, and for you to ask me to join and to be on board and to help out is it's truly been a blessing and a pleasure, bro, for real.
Yeah, it's been awesome, dog. Like, you've helped me every step of the way, whether it's coming up with ideas, whether it's just sitting down and brainstorming, just sitting here all day and just talking about shit, or just, I'm like, yo, dog, I'm on the toilet and I just came up with this idea, or I was in the shower and I came up with this, just the random shit, dog, and just kind of like sticking by me from the beginning, bro. Like, when I remember when I first met you, man, and we were sitting in the car with me, you, and Gil, and we were sitting in the car having a heart-to-heart, and we are just talking about life. And I remember you looked at me and you said, dog, I will help you. You need help. I will help you. Us black brothers have to stick together and help each other out. And you lived up to every single bit of word of that sentiment that you put out there, bro. Like, you lived up. Like, and it's been like instilled in us, and it's kind of like told, oh, you don't need anybody, you can do things on your own and this and that. Like, nah, you need people to have your back and have your best intentions in life for you, and want to help you, and generally want to help you. Scooter came through and I asked him to help me. This man had his whole thing going on. He's doing his own thing. He came through, spent hours over here and helped me out, bro, and didn't ask me for a red cent. I offered it. He was like, nah, dog, you pay me back in the long run, or you figure it out, or this is just for the cause. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a blessing ever since, man. And I thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Love you, dog.
I love you too, man. I love you too, bro.
You know what I mean? So,
it's like I said, it's been a pleasure, man. And like you said, like, we can go so much further together.
Right.
We are so programmed to think that we got to do it all ourselves.
Right.
If you want something done right, you got to do it. Just, man, like, it takes a community. It takes a tribe.
Right.
And I really meant that shit. Like, I understand, and like, we can go so much further together, man. Right. And we gonna go far.
Oh yeah.
It's just to be 2023 is to be 25 episodes.
Yeah, 25 episodes, man.
We about to get 50 in next year.
Right. Oh, for sure.
It's just gonna keep growing.
It's just gonna keep growing. I'm not stopping. I don't care if 2 people watch this episode,
Absolutely.
bro. It ain't stopping, man. And that's the thing, man. A lot of people think that you look at the views, you look at, the comments, and you look and let that shit discourage you. Don't let nobody discourage your grind, man.
Fuck no.
I mean, this is my grind. This is what we do. And I don't care if 5 people watch it. I don't care if 200 people watch it. I mean, I'm still gonna keep pushing. I'm still gonna keep putting this shit out there for y'all, because this is something I love to do. I don't do this for you guys to entertain other people. I do this with my homies. I do this to give y'all good content, and I do this because it makes me happy.
Absolutely.
I enjoy waking up in the morning and be like, yo, you know what? We about to shoot another pod. I enjoy sitting here chopping it up with my dog Scooter. I enjoy sitting here chopping up with any guest and any and everybody who pulls up here. So I will say this. 2024 is coming, and I will have more guests, and I will have better guests, and I will have dope guests, and we're going to sit here and we're going to chop it up, and we're going to talk about all the shit that people do not talk about, and we're going to just be vulnerable, and we're going to give y'all the real, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Y'all tell us what type of guests y'all want us to pull on, because we got access to a lot of motherfuckers.
Right. We do.
We got access to a lot of motherfuckers,
we do.
Man.
And so whoever y'all want to see, let us know. And we'll have them on the pod. We'll get them on here, and we'll chop it up. And whatever questions you want to ask, we'll ask them those questions too.
Absolutely.
Because that's what we do here. We keep it real.
And we're going to get down to the nitty gritty, man.
Right.
We're going to get down to the nitty gritty.
But other than that, I think that's it, man. It's been an amazing year.
Been an amazing year.
And I think
crazy 2023 came and went like that, man.
Right.
Woo!
So yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. And Christmas time is coming. Guys, spend time with your family.
Yep.
Christmas is not all about gifts. It's about spending time, showing your appreciation and your love for one another.
Yep.
So, I mean, the gifts are just a tad bit. Don't let society fuck it up for y'all. Make y'all think the gifts is just a part and part of it. And people only love you as big as their gifts get. You know what I mean? So, so just know Christmas here. Spend time with your family. Celebrate the new year. Bring it in with the people that you love, that you care about. And if you didn't do great this year, you still got next year to go. As long as you get up in the morning, you're able to breathe and you're able to walk and you're able to talk and spend time with your peoples, you're winning. You're winning, and just keep pushing forward. Put this year behind you and make next year great.
That's right.
All right?
And hey, tell your people you love them, man.
Right.
Tell your people you love them. Every day above ground is a good day, man. Just tell your people you love them. Be grateful for what you got in front of you, and just keep it pushing. Not every day. You can't have good without bad.
Right.
Just keep balance, y'all. Let's just continue to be great. Let's continue to grow. Yeah. Hug your folks.
Yeah.
Watch 7 p.m. in Philly.
There it is.
My dog, man.
Yo, we signing out.
We out of here.
Signing out.
See y'all in 2024.
Yeah, see y'all in 2024.
Kobe year.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
You see him. You see him in the back. You see him in the back. Mamba mentality on y'all asses all year long next year, man. I appreciate y'all for signing in with us. Yo, we are signing out. We love you. We thank you for all the views, all the comments, all the great stuff that you guys put out there. Look forward to giving y'all more of the real next year. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We out here. Later.